Take two, firing up the time machine, trying to get this thing up to 88 miles per hour. 88 miles per hour. Is the flex capacitor going to fail me? Please, I hope it doesn't. I don't want to be stuck here today in 2018. I want to go back and visit the Wild West, 1869. Are we going to make it? Do I have enough plutonium? I sure as hell hope so. Otherwise, I'm going to look like a complete idiot. Here we go. Once again. Is Deputy Leon P. Jones there? Calling Deputy Leon P. Jones. Deputy Leon P. Jones, where are you? Go live. 88 miles per hour! We made it! We're here! It's 1869, everybody, and I've got the world-famous Deputy Leon P. Jones from Shenanigans Comedy Wild West Show, coming to you all the way from St.
Lucie County Fair.
From where? Where are you, Deputy?
St. Lucie County Fair.
St. Lucie County Fair. It's Deputy Leon P. Jones, man. Good to see you after all these years. It's been like 100 years, dude.
At least 100. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm glad I'm glad I was able to telegraph back a cell phone for you to use. We sent that earlier today.
I appreciate it. You sent that long list of instructions, and I've just been trying to fumble it around and make it work on my own. But I seem to have it working.
It's tough technology because you're probably used to just a telegraph machine.
What's technology?
Exactly. So, Deputy, the fans want to know what Shenanigans is like.
What?
The fans want to know what the Shenanigans is like.
Well, we're located here at the St. Lucie County Fair. Got some pig racing here. Got Nick's Kids Show right next door. They're setting up for the day. And then right next to that is our Shenanigans town. You like it?
Look at that. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. She takes a long time to set up, but we get her set up right before the fair. We got a jail, courthouse,
been in that jail
and
before.
A saloon.
I've been in that saloon.
You have been in that saloon many times.
Many times.
You've actually been me many times.
I have, and you've been me.
You've been here before. Why don't you talk about it a little bit?
All right. Well, if I remember correctly,
it's
been a long time, if memory serves. You walk in that jail door right there.
Yeah.
And you may find a couple of bad hombres. You may find who we got back there. Anybody?
Let's see. We're taking you backstage.
Yeah, give us a backstage tour. It's just the backstage area.
I'm live.
It's just a show.
Yeah, we have mirrors so we can look how good we look in the mirror. Isn't that great?
Yeah, everybody can see your you know what. I'm trying to keep it family friendly right now. Usually I would curse, but I can't do that.
Look who we have.
Holy moly. Hey, it's Sheriff Hopalong Casually.
That's me. I'm busy writing jokes.
Guys? How's it going?
Good.
Good.
It's going really, really good.
As always.
Mm-hmm.
As always. How many shows are you guys doing today?
Right during the week, 2.
Oh wow.
6 and 7:30.
What an easy schedule that is.
Saturday we have 3 shows.
Well, don't work too hard.
And then Sunday we have 2 shows and load out.
Sunday you got 2 shows and you're loading out. That's my favorite. Packing up the set, putting everything in the trailer.
The hard part.
All day long to your thighs are chafing.
Yep. Yeah, there's a surprise for you in there. You hadn't seen him in ages.
Where's that? Oh, yeah.
Where are you taking me?
Hey,
Hey, darling.
Hey, dude.
Hey, dude. You got old.
Yeah, ditto.
I like those gray whiskers, man. You look wise.
Oh, thank you. You should know better, though.
What do you mean by that? Oh,
Yeah,
imagine that. Justin's on his phone.
Wow.
What a vibe. Hey,
What?
keep in mind, stop
happened?
creating more work.
What?
Stop creating more work.
I know it.
That's a word.
I gotta go set the fish barrel eventually.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you have a water cup out there you could show me? I just want to see what's back there.
What do you want to see?
Go to the water barrel.
The water barrel.
Yeah, do you have a cup over there? Like a water cup?
What else you want to see?
Hey, Kevin. Hey, Carolyn. Hey, Darlene. Hey, Beth. How you guys doing? Show us, give us a sample of how one of those gags work.
Say what?
Show us how one of those gags work if you got time.
All right, so we will. We'll go inside and show you that.
Guys who are watching right now,
We'll
this
play
is
some sound effects too.
Yeah. Throw down some sound effects.
What's,
When I first started,
can you hear the sound effects?
Yeah, go ahead. And you said you don't know what technology is.
Come on, JerDog. Do that
Fire.
dance, boy.
It's the kind of antics that used to take place back in the day. This is how I first got started in comedy. I joined up with the Shenanigans Comedy Wild West show in like 1994.
Is he on the wall
played-
somewhere here? He's got to be on the wall somewhere. Yeah. Let's find JerDog. You're on the wall somewhere in this. Hold on. Check it out. Look.
The Wall of Shame. Yep, there it is. That's from the Jackson County Fair just like 3 years ago in Jackson, Michigan.
JerDog entertaining them childrens.
Yep. And that was the show I forgot my hat. The one show I forgot my hat is the show that the newspaper reporter was taking
No,
pictures.
you had just gotten really excited and your hat came off or something. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Something like that.
Yeah. What else, dude?
I don't know, man. What you guys
Hey,
got
look.
anything new up? Got any new gags?
We got some new gags.
We still don't know. We still don't know if it works or not because Carter won't remember his lines.
Well, he's not really good at improv either, apparently.
No, he's
It's been a
not.
while. Come on. It's been a while.
So we'll go over it backstage and he'll have it. Then we'll go out there and he'll say the first line. Then he'll go,
Yeah.
yeah, all that. And then
You know,
then
you're
he'll go.
too used
Then
to
he'll say
getting
the
by.
first line. He'll say the first line right, and then he'll go.
JerDog was my first trail boss. Taught me everything I know.
Trial by fire.
Yeah, so obviously I failed. I've obviously failed because it's been, 20 years and you still don't remember your lines.
Yeah, but it's been like
It's not the student's
10
fault.
since
It's
I've done it.
the teacher's fault.
It's been like 2 since I've done it. Since I've done
Yeah,
this one.
and Ed
it's
Landry
10.
was my first trail
Yeah,
boss, so if I failed you, that means he failed me.
Yep. A lot of failure around here.
Yeah, it's a trickle down
Lot
effect,
of
you know.
Well, everybody here's a failure because no one's as successful as Jimmy Fallon.
That is correct.
So it's a trailer full of failure.
And then he was your boss, right?
Correct. That was my first trail boss. So that's like the Dark Lord of the Sith,
Yeah.
who trained Count Dooku, who then trained you. And as you can see, it did not work out. Just like it did not work out for the Sith, because Chris can't remember his lines. He's not even good at improv.
It's not your fault, bro.
I love
He
it.
goes, show up in characters, Leon. Then he shows up and he goes, "What do you want?"
Good stuff.
What happened?
What does that mean? What are you doing there?
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
See how hilarious he is?
You do something.
Yeah.
Tim Clark is watching.
I did Tim Clark. I bet he's laughing his ass off right now.
Gene
No, we're
and
down.
Justin,
I'm down to
Gene
one
and
viewer.
Justin Russell are watching.
There you go. Who else? Give some more shout outs. Who else you got on your end?
Elizabeth Ebert Hand Wild. Hand Wild.
That's right.
Oh.
That's from the Wild for Hypnosis comedy show up in Myrtle Beach.
Awesome.
And hopefully we can hypnotize more people into watching a little bit longer.
There, Carter.
Yeah, that was all of them.
Carolyn Danley's watching.
You have
Glenn Vasco?
Yeah, we got a lot of people joining in right now. She's stalking me. Hey, Elizabeth, what's up? Say hi to the whole crew down there in Myrtle Beach.
Hey,
Do you guys have it's a water cup? You got a water cup? Like a Wild West water cup?
Yeah.
One of them blue water cups?
Somewhere.
Grab it.
Oh, boy.
Grab the water cup.
How about a spittoon or the pot?
Well, you know I'm always up for some pot.
That's what the show's named, right? Here's the spittoon.
Well, there you go.
Do you want to hit it? Or you want to see it go?
Sure. Let's see that thing fire off.
Hit the spittoon. You see that spittoon? Spittoon. 1, 2. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Yeah. It's my nail gun.
You don't have any water cups?
He also broke the chicken.
I broke the chicken. It doesn't squeak anymore.
How do you possibly rub the chicken?
You know Gertrude.
Put it into mute. Gertrude's a mute.
Yeah, she doesn't speak anymore. It's a bummer. Hey, look who joined. Zach Carter.
Hey, Zach, what's up, buddy? Zach's in the house.
Yep. He's got like 3 kids of his own now.
Head on over there to that coffee pot.
Coffee pot. All right.
You see the coffee pot?
Yep. Of course, you want me to go to the pot on the 420 report.
Okay. But you don't have any of those blue cups?
No, I didn't see. I know exactly what you're talking about, but I don't see it. I don't know where it's at. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, wait, look. I found it. It's right here.
That's great. That's awesome.
So, how long have you guys been out there?
We've been out here since last Thursday.
Last
Out
Thursday?
here until the 4th.
Crowd's good?
Yeah, 2 show days. I'm down.
What are some secrets of comedy that you could share with the viewers right now?
That's this guy. Secrets of comedy.
Me?
Secrets of comedy.
There's always needs to be some element of truth in what you're saying. And then never say part of the punchline in the setup line.
That's
I might
right.
have done that the other day in a show.
And dude, that's gunfighting 101.
I know it. And
What
you
is
taught me
wrong
that, but I
with you?
forgot it. It's been a while. And
then a lot of
Yeah,
people
you also
a lot of
forget
people
how to
don't
ride
know.
a bike.
Yeah, it's not like riding a bike. It kind
It's
of is.
totally like riding a bike.
It's fine, but like even if you haven't ridden a bike in 5 years, it takes like 10 minutes to jump back on the bike and get.
What?
No.
No, it really doesn't.
I mean,
Here's
you
my
gotta
favorite
get-
thing about
Okay,
Carter
you're right.
watching. He's a vegetarian who's never eaten a salad, but he loves chicken fingers and bacon and
Pepperoni.
pepperoni. But he's a
Yeah.
vegetarian.
Yep.
He's a vegetarian that doesn't eat vegetables.
Yep.
He's still got that going on.
Why is it so difficult to pick the show back up after it's been a while?
I don't know.
Didn't you do this just last year?
No. It's been,
You
since
didn't?
I've done a gunfight, it's been a long time.
He did the pirate show 2 years ago, and he didn't know his lines for that either.
That was really bad.
I thought
Pirate
you
show
did
was really
the
bad.
deputy in the.
And I did the Dynamite Dudes, but that's different from the gunfight show.
Oh my God!
Oh, dude, it's all the same concept. You just change the words around a little bit.
I'm
Stop
not
making
like
excuses.
sucking it up out here, but I'm not like murdering it either.
You're making my
Just like,
student look bad.
Yeah, the ability to metamorphosize into a new character. Yes, that's a good point.
It shouldn't be that hard, dude. You just got to
It-
go out there and play yourself.
It
You got to
isn't that
remember.
hard, but I'm not up to Mad Mike's status right now. I'll just say that.
Well, nobody is. I mean, let's be honest.
Right, that's a good point. He is.
The ability to metamorphosize into a new character.
Remember when you said that you were a dynamite dude, and you said I have completely metamorphosized into another dynamite dude.
Yeah.
I think that's
When
what
the
he's referencing of that
beard
comment.
fell off. And so that's where your improv skills got to come in handy, man. We were
Right.
playing Mortal Kombat like all day that day, and so we morphed. We just
Yes.
morphed into a new character.
And I remember
It's
when
like-
I first started playing Leon, you said you go out there with a different reason to see the sheriff every day and come up with a new reason. And when I was doing that, I actually learned and I was decent. But not now.
Oh, he was
And you know
great.
who I learned that from? That other dude in the trailer, Mr. Ed Landwehr back there. He said you got to go out every single time with a completely different reason.
Yeah.
Go out there every single time. And then he said, hey, go out there. It was Eddie Nickerson was playing the sheriff. He goes, go out there and kick his ass. So I just went right out the door and gave him a boot right in the ass.
Yeah.
And then pissed him. And that began the love affair between me and Eddie Nickerson that's lasted to this day.
You love Eddie Nickerson.
In a very platonic, brotherly sort of way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
That's awesome.
Now,
I don't love Eddie nearly as
Nickerson
much
and
as you
Mike
love
Lee
Eddie.
have.
Yeah, Mike Lee and Eddie Nickerson are good friends.
They're battling now.
Oh, they're battling.
Their friendship is
divorced.
over.
Gertrude
They got a
surprised.
divorce.
Yep.
Oh,
You know, for somebody who works in media, you're really bad with a camera.
whoa!
He's holding it with a gimbal.
I'm holding it with the gimbal, but I have to hold it sideways, so it's like this weird thing I got going on. But see,
Yeah.
I got like the get in there.
That's a
Oh
little
yeah,
bit
look at
better.
that.
When's your next show?
6 o'clock, 5
6
o'clock your time. So we got to get ready here in a second.
Hey, dog. We're having
Yeah, buddy.
leftover stew today on the grill.
Save some for me.
Be
Hold
good.
on till August. Bring it all the way with you to Davenport.
All right.
We're gonna go have some fun, dude.
All right, cool, man. Have a good time. That was Leon P. Jones. We're going to go back to the present.
Bye, dude.
I got to turn the time machine back
Bye.
on. And we're back here in the man cave back in 2018. That was my old crew from the Shenanigans Comedy Wild West show. I did that for 10 years. And that's pretty much my foundation in comedy, because it's like Mad Mike said, who's playing Sheriff Hopalong Casually, the big dude with the big gray beard. He said, you can't, lesson number one, you can't put the same word in the setup that's going to be in the punchline later on, because it kills it. It's all kinds of things like that, like learning the rule of threes, learning how to just work off this by the seat of your pants, learning how to improv with the crowd, learning how to be a provocateur to get everybody emotionally engaged, and booing you when you're playing the bad guy, so that way they cheer the good guy even more. In fact, let me show you this real quick. Here is a still frame photo from my day of playing Deputy Leon P. Jones. One by one, just a frame by frame little portrait there that was given to me by the Oak, Ron Cameron, who is another member of the Shenanigans Comedy Wild West show. He's one of the charter members, one of the owners. And those are the guys that I learned from way back in the day, 1994, doing clean comedy, if you can imagine that. I know most of you watching right now, you're used to rated R, JerDog, but back in the day, I had to learn clean comedy. I think that's important for a lot of comedians to go through that. Learn how to work clean, learn how to perform in front of a crowd that doesn't necessarily even want to be there. They just sort of stroll by when you're out on the streets, calling them up, getting everybody's attention. They're waiting for their kid to get off the roller coaster, or they're waiting in line at the hot dog stand. You got to get their attention. You got to get them captivated. You have to offer a compelling performance in order to keep them around. You know, it was a very, very, very good, it was a very good education in comedy, show business in general, how to set up a show, how to do the technical elements, how to play a multitude of parts, how to learn a script and develop the new script pretty much on the fly. There was a lot of times when we didn't even have the show developed. It was just a concept that got sold as part of like a special event, like during Halloween, when Six Flags or some of the other amusement parks would want to have a Halloween themed show. And so we had to come up with stuff right there on the fly, just a couple of weeks to put together a script that was going to work, get out on stage, test what, figure out what worked, what didn't, test out the jokes, test out the gags, tweak it here, tweak it there. Every single show we were making tweaks. It's a constant work in progress. But doing that show 5 times a day for 3 months, that's like 100 days of the year. That's 500 shows times 10 years. That's 5,000 performances that I was a part of. It's called put it in your 10,000 hours. Put it in your 10,000 hours. Getting your balls busted when you go backstage because you screwed up the punchline. You know, saw how they do, man. You call each other out on that shit. Nowadays, you go into a comedy club, you give a guy some criticism, even if he asks for it. I don't even like giving comedians advice because I don't know what their goals are in comedy a lot of times. But they'll come up to me and they'll say, hey, dude, what could I do to improve my act? What could I do to improve my act? And I'll throw out a few lines or a few suggestions here and there. And stand-up comedians are pussies when it comes to that shit, man. They don't know how to take a note. They don't know how to take criticism. And quite frankly, when I first got started, I didn't either. I thought I was the funniest fucking guy since George Carlin. And then you get on stage in front of a real crowd, working with real professionals that know what they're doing. And you got to remember all this stuff, right? You find out how good you are not. Then that forces you to get better, doing it over and over and over and over and over again. And I'm going to be joining up with that crew this summer at the Mississippi Valley Fair in Davenport, Iowa. It's the first week of August, and I'll give you some more information about that as the time approaches. This weekend, I will be in Crystal, Michigan, actually tomorrow night, for a sold-out show at the Uptown Bar and Cafe, working with the very talented Dave Welfare. And then I head over to Alpena, Michigan for a show at the Eagles Club with Katrina Brown, the mutant queen of comedy, and the He Said, She Said comedy battle of the sexes, where, again, we make up material on the fly. I do a 1-hour set, she does a 1-hour set, and then we take questions and comments from the audience, and we just make up material off the top of our head. And she's pretty good at it. Katrina's pretty good at it. She's a natural talent. I would not be so good at it had I not spent 10 years doing the Comedy Wild West show, learning comedy and acting on the street. I got a better education in 3 weeks from doing that show. I got a better education in acting and performance and show business in 3 weeks than I did in 3 years as a theater major, dropping 20 grand a year to learn that shit. I did it for 3 weeks, got paid a little bit along the way. It's called your internship. It's called your apprenticeship. It's something we need to be bringing back instead of just putting all the emphasis and focus on going out and getting a college degree, just like everybody else has. And then you got to try to compete with all the masses to get a job. That college degree, not one time has anybody, any club owner, not one time has any other comedian, not one time has any other promoter asked me what my college credentials are. All they want to know is if you can get on stage and fucking be funny and deliver the goods. Okay, thanks, man. Get this guy out. Anyway, freezing up. Get out of here. Russell Danley. Effing phone is effed up. Why ask you? They can't figure it out. Well, Uncle Russ, I'm sorry, man. Sorry your phone's not working for you. El penis. All right, dude. It's getting weird now. It started out weird. It's going to finish weird. How appropriate is that? Thank you very much for watching another edition of the 420 Report. I will be back on Monday at 4:20 p.m. or as close as possible. Shout out to the Shenana crew, Mad Mike Walker, Ed Landwehr, Justin Hill, who's sitting there on his phone giving me the finger because, you know, why create more work, as your motto is. And, of course, the amazing Deputy Leon P. Jones, a.k.a. Chris Carter, who cannot remember his lines and can't even really work a camera phone. After all this time being in media, he can't even really work a camera phone. Gets on and says, "What's up, dude? What's up?" And then has nothing to say. I go, "Give me a little tour of the set." "I don't know. What do you want to see?" Anyway, I'm talking too much shit now. I'm going to go. It's probably a good time to take off. I got to take care of my kids anyway. We got a band concert to go to tonight. We've got a STEM, science, technology, and whatever the EM stands for in that. 6-year-old. I don't know why a 6-year-old needs to be involved in science. I don't know, whatever. Trying to be a good dad. So I'll be back on Monday with another 420 report, 4:20 p.m. or as close as possible. Meantime, dog bless America.